Learn how to get started with Azure in 10 quick videos with the Azure Demo Series. 1. Getting started in the Azure portal. Learn how to begin working with your Azure account in the Azure portal. See how to browse Azure services, find resources, customize your experience, and manage your Azure environment on the go. 2. Get more from your Azure free account. Learn how the Azure free account works and how to get many of our most popular services free for 12 months. 3. Architect your Azure solutions. Learn how to identify which solutions to deploy to Azure and how to break down your solution into its parts. Choose architectural styles and decide which platforms and technologies to use. 4. Manage and organize Azure resources. Learn how to organize your Azure environment, group resources into hierarchies, and use tags to create taxonomies. Organize resources in ways that work best for your organization and its requirements. 5. Select an Azure region. Learn how Azure defines geographies, regions, data centers, and availability zones. Visualize the Azure global infrastructure and learn which factors to consider when choosing the best regions for your workloads. 6. Estimate and reduce Azure costs. Become familiar with the pricing models and the cost for each service in your solution. Use the Azure pricing calculator to estimate your costs and get tips for saving and reducing spending. 7. Manage costs and avoid overspending. Learn how to avoid being surprised by unexpected bills. See how to visualize and report on your spending and gain confidence that you won't overspend. 8. Deploy Azure virtual machines. Learn how to start deploying your server infrastructure to Azure using Azure virtual machines and see why it's a great fit for your infrastructure workloads. 9. Create and deploy app services. Learn how to run your web applications in Azure with Azure App Service. Use the tools you know without infrastructure getting in the way of your development workflow. 10. Convert automations for SQL databases. Learn how to deploy a highly available database and database server into Azure without the need to manage any SQL Server infrastructure. View our 10 brief on-demand demos and click here to get started in Azure today.